Hello friends, my name is Jim Piela and this is Playing Through, a collection of etudes based on developing a single motif over a set of standard jazz chord changes. This one is called Mariana Trench. You can find all the PDFs as well as playalongs in the description below this video. If you haven't already, check out the introduction video where I talk a little bit more about our goals and exactly what we're practicing as we play through these. The motif here I think is it's a really special one. I found this originally in a Sonny Rollins line. It's kind of dissected in a kind of a strange way, so it doesn't really scream Sonny Rollins to me, but I think it's still a cool line nonetheless. So we have, if you want to think about it in the major permutation, it's 5, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, 5, 7. You can look at the practice worksheet where I put that all over the major and melodic minor as well as diminished scales and develop it around the circle of fourths. This one also kind of keeps you on your toes because it's not a single direction. It kind of bounces around a little bit. I want to talk about a couple of specific spots in this etude before I play the whole thing for you. So the first spot is actually the first 2 bars here. To me, this is like a really great way to introduce this concept and introduce this motif. It's developed rhythmically just a little bit with this triplet motion, and then lands on this concert A flat, moving us into the concert G7 flat 9 chord. And then we have a bunch of space afterwards. I think it's just a really nice way to introduce the concept and hopefully kind of gets us rolling for the rest of the etude. For my second spot, I'm actually going to skip to the second half of the etude into the second chorus here and talk about measures 47 through 49. I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. First of all, measure 48 shows off one of the features of all of these etudes is that I'm only working with 1 chord scale per measure. So if you're looking at measure 48, we have a concert D minor 7 flat 5 followed by a G7 altered, and I'm only playing the G7 altered scale. That's why we're getting a D flat over a D chord. 1, 2. The other reason I really like this line is it develops different parts of the motif as the line continues. So we get the first half, then we get the second half, the second half again, the second half again, and then the first half again. I really enjoy that line. Hopefully you do too. Hopefully it's a nice line. So the last line I want to show off before I play this whole thing is actually, we're skipping back to measures 12, 13, and 14, where we have a large B7 sharp 11 section that we're kind of playing over. To me, this kind of takes what we've heard already in the first 11 measures, where we're taking this line that has some angles to it, but we're kind of smoothing it off. The major scale makes this thing sound very nice and smooth. And then this section, because we're using the Lydian dominant scale, which is a mode of melodic minor, we're using that Lydian dominant sound. It gives us this kind of angular sound, and that angular line is heading upwards. We land on the concert F at the top of this, and then we work our way down with a subsection of the motif. I think that's just a really nice move, a really nice way to show off the versatility of this single motif. Before I go ahead and play this whole thing, make sure to do all the social media engagement stuff, like, subscribe, and all that. It really does help a lot. Otherwise, I wouldn't be asking. Leave a comment down below with a section that you have a question on or a comment about. If you don't have a question or a comment, leave the color, your favorite ocean color, below. All right, let's play this thing.